Core team, welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Right, okay, here we are. What are we going to call this map, by the way? Sledgehammer? Um, what are we going to call it? It's got an Italian theme. I feel like we should give it an Italian name, some kind of an Italian name. Um, yeah, what do you think? Uh, Sicily? No, that's a bit too obvious. Anyway, well, have a think about that. Let's have a look at what's going on. Right, let's have a look at the towns first. So, we've done a little bit of jiggery pokery. So, Rizzo is doing okay on the road connection. I still haven't put in a long distance route, but we can do that now, and I'll show you how we go through that. We are supplying them with bricks. Woo, and the emissions are not great, which is what it is. So that's Rizzo. Civitella. We're still not supplying with anything, but it does have some pretty good transport connections, and they also don't like the emissions, which is a bit of a nuisance, but there you go. Santa Caesarea, really good transport connections. Still no goods. Also don't like the emissions. Castle Vecchio, very good for transport, no goods. And Uzano, moderately okay for transport, don't like emissions. So, what have we done? Well, have I been thinking outside the box? Well, I don't know if I have been thinking outside the box, but anyway. So this line now. So I have double tracked this whole line, and I have upgraded the train that's on this now. So we are using the Mogul, which does 75 kilometers an hour. And we're using this upgraded gondola, which has a max speed of 80 kilometers an hour, but carries an awful lot more. As a consequence, I need less gondolas. So I now have shorter trains. I was at one stage running 4 trains here, but as I replaced the train with a faster train, there just wasn't enough supply. So I've trimmed it down now to what is a relatively fair balance. There's 105 there. When this train comes up, they're going to pick up 60 and it's going to drop way back down again. I could probably add one more gondola to each train, and it would probably be sufficient. So let's do that. Train 3. Let's give you one more gondola. You're done. And train 2. Let's give you one more gondola. And you're done. Right. Okay. So between the two of them now, this will be well balanced. So that line is reasonably well balanced, and they are making me as much money as they are making me, which the last time this guy went through was 1.1 million. So that's why I've got a healthy bank balance, because these guys are making $1 million at a time, which is jolly good. And that's okay. The downside to that is obviously we're using this all for alcohol at the minute, and we're going to have a look at what we're going to do with that. But that doesn't allow me any grain for moo cows, and it doesn't allow me any grain for bread. So at some point in the future, we may want to consider that, because this makes bread, so that's fine. So yeah, so balancing some of these chains in the future is going to be interesting. But hey, that's for the future, so that's fine. It's only 1914. So the silver line. So I replaced the silver with trains. With a train. It does make an awful lot of money, an awful lot of money, an awful lot faster, because it's a very short route. So I then deleted the wagons. So this is now, as long as I can make it, it fills the entire platform. It's taking almost everything at a time. We see here when he pulls in, he's going to work out there, and he leaves a little bit behind, but not a heck of a lot. And as we probably replace that train with faster trains, it's not going to become an issue. So I'm not going to run another train on this line. But he's running down there. And when he runs down to the bottom, let's see just exactly how much he does make that time around. It said 604,000. And I think when he drops off, he gets a little bit more than that. Let's have a look. Yeah, 1.1 million. So he's making me a tidy bit of money when he drops off as well, which is jolly, jolly good. So, what we have also done here is we also have now a transport route for the stone, because I had a bit of money aside and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to try this with trucks for now to get it started. So this might be the method on this map, is that we get some trucks started first, and then once we've made enough money, we can upgrade it to trains. That might be a way to look at it, possibly. So yeah, so they're now running in. They're now running in and dropping off. So they're making 10,000 at a time, and then I've also got one little truck, which is this guy down here, um, and he's running bricks, and I haven't even started balancing this line out, and it's not really intended to be balanced out. I mean, I think if when I put a train through here, because I am going to put a train through here, at some point I'm going to want a train line that crosses over, and it makes sense to have it here, to have some kind of a loop line or something. Anyway, I might just still have road transport, because it's not that far really to Rizzo, and it's not really worth a train, I don't think. And as the trucks get bigger, it's gonna help a lot. So I mean, you can see here that this little truck. So this is now the trucks that I get. I can now get the Benz trucks. Now they obviously go quicker and they carry slightly more cargo and everything else. I've been using these little chaps, which go at 25, which is these little steam powered things. We're now moving it to the diesel age, so we can start using these trucks, and then the trucks are only going to get bigger, which is fine. And we do know that bricks is slow, so I don't really think that's going to be an issue. So I'm working on replacing my current fleet of steam trucks with diesel trucks as and when it becomes necessary to do so, or when I feel like I have a little bit of spare cash or a need to do it. So that's all working out okay. This happened. Oil sands and an oil sand refinery. So I've set up a little transport route here, and you can see these guys are again making about 10k a haul. I think by the time he gets up to here, is he still in? He's still positive. So they're making money, and again, I've only just started that, and I need to add in more trucks. I've only got 3 running so far, but I'll definitely add in some more. Eventually, this will be a train line. So we'll have the stone and the oil sand. There'll be a line up here somewhere, and we'll be doing that. Um, we want to supply Uzanu, but we can't do it just yet. I've set up the line ahead of time, which is fine, but we can't do it yet because we don't have any road vehicle tankers. So that's okay. For now, we don't. It doesn't matter. Let's get this started. He's getting into production, and we're loading stuff up. As you can see here, it needs 2 oil sands, so it's going to need a lot of sand. And again, it's going to be slow. So again, probably even when I put a train here, I'm still going to be using road transport to supply Uzano, which is what I'm going to do. So that's it. That's how things are going, and I'm replacing the old stage coaches with these things. So we have these. I think they call them Mack trucks, which is these kind of omnibus kind of things. So we're replacing those as we go, and we're upgrading, and we've been upgrading, and we've been keeping an eye on this and that and everything else. Ratty, ratty, rat. But what do I want to do? So we have this working, but we have this product. Now, I want to get that product up here, and we have a river. So what I want to do is I want to set up a cargo port here, and I want to ship it by boat up here because we haven't done boat before. And I want to start supplying this and at least start making money. And maybe this boat route, if it becomes profitable, will help us with some other things like oil. So let's get a boat route sorted. That's going to be our main thing. And then we'll probably need to rejigger things like these bridges because I think we're going to need big boats. So what I did here was I ran a road down here because I was having a little tinker about. Now this is, I've got some mods, which is the small ports stuff, which is great, but it doesn't work anymore because I really want large boats. And that small port assets. So we want a cargo harbor. Now, I want this to sit here. You can see you can connect it with those connecting lines. Now, if it sits here, it's automatically connected to that depot, which is great. So I think we just do that. And I don't think, do we need any road transport links or anything coming through there? I don't think so. So we'll just go boom, right? And we put that in there. Now we will need a shipyard. And well, which way round is it? By the way, just get it the right way around. Yeah, that's where the boats come out of. So we can put the shipyard right there. That's 50, 54, 46, 38. Make it cheap. Where was that? Ooh, 37, not quite right. 36 is not quite right. Fiddling. Let's put it there. 38. Right, now I want this to go up here. Now I don't know. I'll try and, well, I won't try. I'll run a road over here because we're going to need to see if this will connect or not. So we're going to connect this up here, probably as far as we can go. I think that's it. Right? And we're going to see what happens when we try and build a port here. That's not it. That's it. Will it connect? It won't connect, which I didn't think it would. I think it's a long journey. So this is going to have a connection, which is fine. Let's line that up a little bit better. So we'll put that there, and then obviously what we'll need to do is we'll need to put a little cargo place right behind it. 99. Is it cheaper on the other side? 96. How far away can we get? This is a weird one. They're both connected. I wonder how that works. Do you I don't know how that would work. Does that, because then the cargo comes straight out of there and goes straight into the other one? Would that work? I don't know. Let's see what happens when we do that. There's a little something to fiddle about with. Right. So we have this route. So let's connect it up, and we're going to want a new line, and this is up here. So at Rizzo, we are going to be loading grain alcohol. And at Santa Caesarea, we are going to be offloading grain alcohol, right? And we'll call this Rizzo Santa C booze. S by ship. Something like that. Right? So that's what we're going to do. Now, what kind of a boat do we want to make this journey with? So these guys are making production of 100. So what kind of boat do we need? You see, the thing is, it's 1915. So this will go to 1930, and it will carry 70. So that's okay. And then we got a big boat. This is a small boat. This is a big boat, which carries 100 now, and that will run till 1940. I think I want the big boat, but this one, how much is that? 700? Yeah, 1940, 1960. Yeah, I think we want the Donara Castle. So we'll go. This is a submarine, diesel, diesel powered, diesel electric ship. Right. Anyway, I think I want the Denara Castle. I'm gonna buy it, but I think will it go under that bridge? Unable because only small ships. Consider using small ships or large docks. Well, I have a large dock, don't I? Is the problem? I don't have a large dock, so I'm assuming that what they mean is that this is an issue um, because of a landing, main building. What have we got here landing? Oh, no, build a large dock. Can we not build a large dock? Large docks only work on the sea. That'll be a problem because we need a small boat. So it doesn't seem to want to let me build a large dock. So there you go. We've learned something by wasting money already, is that we can't use the big boats. So we can't use a big boat because this is a river. So we need to use a small boat. So that gives us a bit of a lack of options because um, this is a small boat which takes 130 to Schaffhausen, and this is a small boat which lasts for another 15 years. Well, it's available for another 15 years. So maybe we'll start with this one first. Maybe we'll start with two of these first. But let's get one going first. So we've got one going. Will he work on the Santa? He will. Right. So there we go. So let's get this boat underway, and it's a fancy little paddle boat, isn't it? So he's gonna rock up over here, and he's gonna not load up with anything because it's gonna take him a while to figure out that he's supposed to actually be loading up. He thinks he's loading up with passengers. This is not a passenger boat, right? The boat that I picked. Did I pick a passenger boat? No. It will take all cargo types. So it's going to take him a while to figure out what he's doing. While he's trying to figure out what he's doing, um, I think what we need up here is to try and figure out what's happening with this weirdness up here. And we'll put 87. Is there a better place to put that? There is over there. So I'm going to make this as the... So they're going to want to pick up from Santa Caesarea North. They're going to want to pick up the booze. And what I want to do is I want them to also drop off booze. And I don't know if this is going to mess with whatever, but this is called, we'll call it the Santa C Port booze, right? And I'm gonna need a vehicle on that, and I don't have a vehicle depot, so we're gonna put in a depot somewhere here. And the booze bus, he doesn't take booze, he does. Right. He'll do the Santa Sea booze. So we'll get that started, however bizarre it is. This boat is taking forever. These boats are not fast, obviously. So, blimey. Uh, oof. I mean, oof. How slow is this? 25 Ks. That's slow, man. That's really slow. Is this right? This guy's actually started loading up with booze now. Um, let's buy another one before we run out of time, and and see if we can't get another one going, and see if he does what we want him to do, which is pick up booze. Come on, you can do it, mate. You can do it. Oh, the Mikado. Is he gonna pick up booze? He is. We don't quite have enough booze, but he's working on it. 33, 34. Yeah, okay, that's nearly a full load of booze. So that's fine. So away he goes, and this one, and this is how fast is this filling up? Not super fast. Not super fast. So 35, 3 boats. Well, we'll see how it goes. Maybe we can balance this out in terms of how many boats we actually get moving up and down there. It might be a lot more than that, actually, when you think about it. I mean, we're already halfway there, and this guy's just cleared the bridge. So, I mean, I guess the thing is now we know that we only need we can only run small boats up and down rivers, so we can't run large boats, and they're well, these particular boats are slow, and we might need to work on a faster boat. What's faster? Because this is small, 100 and goes at 32. That's large. That's small, 28. Only does people. Yeah. So this one, which is 1.49 million, has an awful lot more stuff and goes a little bit quicker. But it's one of those kinds of things, isn't it? It's like, well, that's great, but that yeah, okay. I'll probably need to figure out how to tinker around with that. I'm gonna add another one of these for now. So that's 3 of those. So we got 3 of those chugging along. This guy still hasn't arrived and he's still got nothing. It's always the problem when you get started. You waste so much time while they figure out what's going on. So what was that about? You get a little bit lost. Is it because there's a... What was that? It said hello there. My fish? Fish say hello? The birds say nothing to see here. Right, so he's done nothing for me other than just eat up my money. And this guy's just currently eating up my money until I get him fully functioning. So that's really that. Marvelous. Right, well we do have some money to spare, so I think... Ooh, what do we want to do? Do we want to do we want to try and do the stones again and try and get the stone stuff working, or do we want to do the oil sand because it's quick and easy? I think honestly we want to do the oil sand so it's quick and easy, don't we? So I think the simplest thing is if I just do that in time lapse and you guys can enjoy a quick little bit of music. How's about that then? I'll see you in a minute. Right, well, there we go. It was a bit of faff with some of the landscaping, and it's not 100%. And something I want to do more with this map is I want to do a little bit more aesthetic stuff in the future when we have a little bit more ready income. But anyway, it works. Okay, it works. So yeah, and catenary's on for some strange reason. I don't know if it came on automatically. It wasn't when I built this. Anyway, I wasn't paying enough attention. Catenary's on. I don't have electric trains just as yet. We'll see how it goes in terms of maintenance costs and whether I need to switch it all back to regular rail. But anyway, there you go. What are we going to buy? What are we going to buy? What are we going to buy? Well, this length here, this train here, this is a full length train. And we're running, which one are we running? We are running the... We're running the Mogul at 75k. That one will do 100. I reckon we probably want to start with that. And we're doing a full Mogul. So I think we want to ultimately aim for a full-length train, which is 9 cars. So if we go with the 10-wheeler, what have we got? These will do 80. The Mogul will do 75. I'm not sure it's worth it going with the 10-wheeler until we get vehicles that will do 100. Because I think 5k difference, it's not going to make an awful lot of difference, is it? So let's go with the 75s. And we'll see how many we can get. We got 4 million to play with. That's 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we can do 4 to start with. So that's 48 capacity. That's probably what I would say is the minimum when you're starting a line. 3 is probably not enough. 4 is probably for most shortish distance lines, which is what this is. You're going to need at least 4. What I note though is that won't take oil sand. This will. Sorry. So it's this one we want. Get the right one for heaven's sakes. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the same price. So let's. I don't know why, because this is a flat car. Do you put sand on a flat car? Anyway, that doesn't do it. That would, but it's too small. Anyway, so we're gonna buy that. So yeah, make sure you have at least 4. And this is the Uzano oil supply stuff. So he's gonna truck on out of here, and that's fine. As soon as he's gone, this building is gone. Because I don't need it. I'm not paying for it. So, and I can get what I need. Like, I can already make him bigger. So, he hasn't... Oh! Don't do that, mate! That's not what you wanted to do! Oh! I do wish they would have, like... Are you sure? Ah... Oh, that's so unfortunate. Right, what we buy... Mogul. I don't know if we can buy now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is what I wanted. Ah, can I buy another one? I can. 4.8. Ah, right. Buy that one. Frustration. Right, go. Go away. Right, and then I want to delete this. Not the train. Right, he's going to head off down to the bottom, and he's going to pick up some oil sands, and then what I can do is when this vehicle's coming back, this is the oil sand vehicle coming back, so I can delete him. And where's the other one before he gets there? Stop! Got ya. Delete. Now there's one guy carrying product, this guy. So I'm not going to delete him while he's carrying product, because then I've just wasted my time and money. So I'm going to wait for him to finish delivering what he's delivering, and then I'm going to delete that road route because I don't need it anymore. It's just extra cost, and I want to balance the train. And to balance the train, I need all my cargo to be going by train, so I don't need to confuse the situation. So let us wait for him to be done. We'll sell that. We'll delete that. I made this road, so I'm going to delete that because I don't need it. And I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to go and I'm going to delete the... what did I call it? This one. I'm going to delete that line. So that line is gone. Where's me train? Has he gone all the way back again already? How much did he make me? 112,000. Okay. And we've got room to buy him another thing. So we're aiming for 9, like I said. So we're at 7. Gosh, you'd think I would remember by now. We can actually do another one. That will take us to 8. Oh, we just missed our window. Oh no, there we go. I can do 2. Right, he's at 9 already. So that's 9. So, he's not quite full because I didn't quite match my thing. Oh, I see. He loads little wagons on it. Oh, I getcha, I getcha. So we'll wait for him to come back again and do his little itty-bitty bits of pieces, and see how much he's shifting, and see how much we are loading up, because this is now up to 60 something, and the train carries what is it, 920s? What is he carrying? What is this train capable of carrying? He is capable of carrying 108. So we're not quite at 108 just yet, and we didn't pull it all. So oil sand might be a little bit slow. So we'll have a look-see, and we'll see what happens, which I might speed up so you don't have to sit here and watch me. He's going to get a full load on the way up, but I think we're going to have to trim him down in size. Right, so he's come in 76. So he doesn't need to be hauling 108 because we're never going to get 108. So 96. Each one of these is 84, 72. So 72 will be fine. That leaves 4 spare, which is what it is. That's not gonna for the cost. That's not going to be a drama. And as we upgrade the train to a faster train and faster things, it's going to change the situation. So there you go. So this one only needs a train of 6. So that's fine. He can go off, do his business. He'll take a full load of 6 every time, and he'll trundle up here and he'll trundle up and down, and he'll make me money. He made 645,000 that time. He's going to make me a little bit less, I think, when he goes back up, because he's a shorter train. We're only carrying 72, so I'm thinking it'll be 500,000 ish. And obviously, you notice when I did my tracks, I did double line just for future proofing. I have enough cash here that I should just be. There's so much faff in doing single lines. We're probably just going to be doing double lines, and the way we're building this map is different. So here we go, coming in. Well, I made 1.4 million, so that's going to be fine. He's going to make me plenty of money, plenty of money. So how are my boats doing? Ooh, it's an interesting looking vehicle. It's expensive. So is he the first one that had nothing? He is carrying booze. Is this this was the first one carrying booze? 500,000. So 491,000. And it is loading up here. So it's loading up here, and I've got my little wagon. Now he carries 7, and how many did I load up? 70. Is he going to get 10 times by the time the next one gets here? Probably. So I probably don't need more than one truck. Because the boats are so slow at this stage. We'll get faster boats, I'm sure. So anyway, I think this is the first time that this guy is actually carrying booze, is it? So, no, possibly not. 70... Yeah, it would be. So he's going to make me like about 35,000. So he's going to transfer this over here, and he's going to drop it off. And look at that road. What happened there? More aesthetic things to fix. So he's going to drop that off, and you can see that this is activated. So they've recognized that they've got stuff, so that has made me some money. So we got boats going. So we got boats going, we got trains going, we've got stuff going. I haven't checked the condition of vehicles, so I'm sure there's some vehicles need replaced. Yeah, there are. The old stagecoaches. So these are all the intercity stages. And there's a lot of them. And I need to replace all of those with these things, which are the Mac. 532,000, which is fine. What I did see there was, what have we got in terms of, we've got a road depot somewhere-ish? No, this one is a road depot, which I need to delete. But what's here? Another flatbed truck. So this guy does 40, these guys do less. This says all cargo, but I don't think they do fuel. Yeah, it's an interesting one. I don't think they do fuel, because I have this fuel line now. I'm going to delete this, because I don't need trucks here. But I might need trucks up here. So let's just check this one out. We'll put this little road depot. And put it anywhere that's a little bit cheaper. Yeah, okay. We'll put him there, and we'll see. If we buy this little truck... This is an all-cargo truck. What's it cost? 83. What's this one? 85. They also say all-cargo. I don't think I can do this. I'm going to buy this guy, and I'm going to see if I can set him to the Uzano fuel. Yeah, look. Line contains 2 fuel stations. Oh! I had a... That's right. I had a one of these here. Was it here or the other side? Or is there a flatter area? 85. 81. Let's have a look. Uzano fuel. I need to add a station. It's this one. Look. Uzano Central. And no, I don't want you. Delete that station. You are only picking up fuel. Let's see what it says. Somewhere down at the bottom. Is this guy really going to pick up fuel? Well, we don't know because it's going to take a while. I don't think so. These guys are making fuel. No, they've recognized there's a need for fuel. He's dropping off nothing. He's going to turn around and come back again. Here he comes. I realize I left my music running from my time lapse. If you don't mind that, that's okay. Right, is he going to pick up fuel? He is. Oh. Oh well, there you go. Oh well, I didn't know that he would pick up fuel. So there you go. So we've got that fuel line running. So we've now got oil sands, and we're now supplying Uzano, or will be supplying Uzano, with some fuel. We'll see this go when this guy drops off. It's going to go up to 3, and everybody's going to get deliriously happy about the fact that they've suddenly got fuel coming along, or not, as the case may be. Right. So there we go. So we've now got this fuel line running. To be honest, I think bricks is our next win. So I think what we need to do is we need to do bricks. Which means I need to rebuild this whole line that I deleted. The thing is, there's now a train track in the way here. How am I gonna tie this in? Because I don't really want to put like a cross track here. So, you know, in theory, what you could do is bring it through here and run them together. I'd need to do some serious roadworks to try and make the road system work. That said, if I'm gonna do that, do I even need this road bridge here? I could delete this whole road intersection because I don't actually need it. So I could actually delete all of this road that's here, and all of this road that's here, and run the train as I did. So run the train out of the back of the station, loop it in, cross it over, bring it over here, loop it in, cross it over, and bring it back into the train station. I could do that, which is going to require a little bit of work, but that is something that I should probably consider. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do all of this reconstruction in time lapse and get that all set up, and you can just sit back and enjoy it. Okay, so I'll get on and do that. I'll see you in a minute. So there you are, there you are, there you are, and I think actually it turned out better than I had hoped. It's a little bit tricky getting the bridges to exactly match up in terms of wonkiness. Um, but this one turned out okay. I'm not super happy about this double bit here. I wonder if we delete that and then we go back to the tracks. Now that we've got tracks connected a bit better, do we get a better bridge alignment? I think we do, and I mean a bridge pier, I guess is what you call them. It still wants to do that double pier, which I don't want. I don't want that. I don't want that narrow one. Um, it seems to work okay when you do one, but not the other. And if I do that, see what happens if I do that. I compel it to go to the next one, and compel this one. If I can line it up correctly. Come on. Line you up correctly. Right, now let's see what happens. Can I get this to work out the way I want it to work out? It's got that double pier at the side, but I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. I'm sure there's some kind of a sneaky way to do this that I haven't quite worked out yet. Right. Oh, that looks pretty wonky, doesn't it? That looks super wonky. Oh, bridges. That's a nuisance. Right. Okay. Because you mess with my mojo. Oh, right. Okay. You know what? This is just I could let my perfectionism and my OCD get the better of me here for something aesthetic that I can live with that. Oh, look at that! Fixed it anyway. Whatever. Anyway, that's a little bit better. A bit wonky on this side, but look, I can fiddle with that later. Anyway, it turned out okay. It turned out okay. They look reasonably naturally built. You know, they looks like the kind of thing that people would build. So anyway, so there you go. So yeah, look, keep it simple, eh? Straight line, connect. Straight line, connect. Straight line. So let's keep it simple. So that's about as simple as I could really keep it. And maintain the flow, because it's going to flow in here and flow up there, and then flow in here and flow up there. And like I said, I'm thinking about future proofing and various other bits and pieces. And we moved the road. We moved the road down here, which is fine because you see that people do get upset about stuff. So we got a fair amount of money, and we've got this brick stuff happening here. So what are we going to buy? Right. Well, I mean, I think what did we buy in this guy? We bought this guy in the I think the Mogul and 6, which is what is he shifting altogether? 72. So I think stone will probably be about the same. Possibly the thing is it's a little bit further. And if we got any faster wagons, so that won't take stone. Sadly, this will take stone, but it only does 80. So we're still left at 80 kilometers an hour. This guy's 75, so we're still on the 75s, and we still got to go to this thing. And if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, where are we up to? 3.6, 5, 6. That's 72. So that's 4 million to start with. So let's start with this guy. And we're sticking him on the Rizzo Stone supply. So he's going to head out of there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to delete that when he's moved out. So there you go. Now, there you go. He's got to go off and he's got to come round and come back again and do all the bits and pieces that he needs to do. But anyway, so he's the stone supply. So the stone supply needs to happen, and then we need to balance out the transport for the bricks. Now, I've also decided what I'm going to do is what I'm going to do for you, mate. What I will do for you is that I will take this bus lane here, this bus stop here, and I will go all the way up to Uzano, and there's a bus stop there. And what we will do is we will actually pick some people up, and this is the Rizzo to Uzano um, bus. Bus? Is that what we call it? Bus? Rizzo to Uzano bus. Let's just call it that. So we've got the Rizzo to Uzano bus, which is fine. Where is the nearest road depot? These guys. So what we're going to do here is we've got a new bus. We've got the Schneider bus. So we're going to start off with 1, 2, 3, right? We'll start off with 3 of those, and these will be the Rizzo de Uzano bus. And what we'll do is, while we're blocking the road, is we'll stop this guy so that he can block the other guy. I do know we're going to block our little fuel truck in a minute. And he's going to head off that way. And then he's going to pick up a passenger. And he's going to head off. Yeah, he's on his way. Right? And then I'm going to do the same for this guy. I'm going to stop him. Sorry, fuel truck. I know this is not what you want. I need to check my fuel loading as well. It's not what my fuel truck wants, but there you go. And I'm going to just let these buses get underway a little bit. So that they're a little bit staggered. So that we know what's going on. And then we've finally connected poor old Rizzo to the outside world. Because I feel like they really wanted it. So there you go. We've connected Rizzo to the outside world, and he can go away. I've artificially messed this up, but that's 51, and this guy is fully loaded, and he only carries 7. So let us talk about. So the old cargo guy. This guy carries 9. Because I think we put on this guy to try, right? The Benz tarpaulin truck. This guy does 9. So let's say 3 of those. And those will be the Uzanu fuel. So we'll get those underway. That is... They've all headed off in exactly the wrong direction. Anyway. They can go off and do that and come back again, and then they'll sort themselves out and do whatever they want to do. Right, there you go. Well, I think that's the place where I'm going to have to stop it. I'm going to have a look around, and one of the things I'm keeping an eye on is better roads. When we get the better road transport, we can resurface all these main roads, and we can start moving stuff that way. And obviously we've got to balance the stone and brick. The silver is fine. Balance the oil sand, which I think is actually probably fine. Is he coming up? He's coming up. So this is empty. Why is this empty? Oh no, because he's delivering. Sorry, wrong way. I need to look over here. So this guy, 91. So actually, I might be able to add in a few more containers to this guy and get him a little bit more balanced now that we've got some solid demand going. So we're feeding Uzanu with stuff. We're feeding Rizzo with stuff. We're feeding up here with at least some grain alcohol, and you can see that we've now got a selection building up here. Our little boats are making 752,000. Blimey, they do make a bit of money. So we need to add in a couple more of our little trucks, because this one truck is obviously not enough. So we need to add in some more trucks for that. There's not really much else. I mean, I think, like I said, perhaps the next thing is cocoa, because I can do, if I can get this guy connected to over here and get this producing, this plant isn't going to go away now, so that plant is secure. So if I can secure this coffee route, then what we can eventually do with this line is this line can then be used to feed that. So that's the situation. So we need to think of it as well, probably its own standalone line for now. Um, yeah, because then I'm thinking maybe you could feed the fish in here to get meat as well. Anyway, that's that stuff. This came back as logs, which is a bit annoying because the timber's up there, so it's a bit of a schlep. There's things to look at. There's things to think about. There always is in Transport Fever 2. Time is marching on and vehicles need improved. I haven't even had a look since I did all that. There's probably a couple of things in bad condition by now. Well, there's at least one. Mack trucks. So I need to start replacing some of these Mack trucks. If we still got horse-drawn carriages kicking around, no, we don't. So we've moved out of the horse era. We're now into the diesel era. We've moved out of the steam. We've still got some steam trains, but we're moving into the diesel era. So I think we're well placed. It's the 1920s, which is great. We're doing okay. We could build airports now. We do have airports. I do have this industry thing, and I can fudge stuff by putting industries down. I'm not going to do that just yet because part of this is also the challenge of doing the map. But at some point in the future, what I might do is I might delete some obscure industries and replace them with some industries that might make some more sense. But I don't want people to think that I'm like cheesing the map by adding and deleting industries just willy-nilly. But you might want to consider, well, we'll consider, you know, some things like to say that the town council of Rizzo had finally had enough of not being connected to the outside world, and therefore Rizzo and Uzanu got together and decided to fund a transport network between Rizzo and Uzanu, right? Great, and we did that. That's not a problem. So maybe in the future, one of the town councils will encourage some investment in the appropriate kind of industry in the nearby area. Right? Or something like that. So here we go. This is our little Italy. If we could come up with a name, something kind of pirate themed and Italian, would be great. So that would be awesome. And we'll carry on. And I honestly think this is probably one of the best starts, you know, without cursing myself too early. We've got 7.7 million and everything's making money so far, and we're staying on top of the maintenance. So I think while it was a slow start, we made a few errors. We're doing well. We're well placed. We're moving forward, and we've got some options heading into the pre-war era. And yeah, I mean, like I've said, airports on a map this size, they're not super profitable. We might try on this one to do maybe some passenger routes or something instead of cargo eventually, and we might put an airport at Rizzo and an airport at between Castelvecchio and Santa Caesarea or something, and see if we can't get people traveling that way or something. I don't know, just something small. Anyway, I've waffled on enough. I do hope you have liked it. If you have, click the like. Please click the subscribe button and click the bell icon so you know when the next one of these is coming out. Feel free to drop any hints and tips, and of course your recommendations for names for our little civilization. And I will see you all again at some other milestone in the real soon. Ta-ta for now.